the moment Heathrow generates 235,000 trips a day. With expansion, that goes up to circa 370,000 a day. And that's on networks that anyone who's used Heathrow knows that are congested and cramped and have got their own stresses and strains, like the M20.
The world has changed considerably since the Airports Commission first came out around air quality and around surface access and the requirements in it. But the National Policy Statement doesn't really seem to give a lot of comfort that the surface access improvements that Heathrow needs, both for a 2-runway world and a 3-runway world, match the aspirations that you have about 50% of people arriving by 2030, 55 by 2040. That doesn't seem to work. It relies on a lot of hope and faith to put it.
So you need to move into the issue about demand management. Now, the first draft of the MPS was completely silent on that issue, did not recognise it. The second draft has 5 words on it. Our view is that some form of demand management is absolutely essential to get anywhere near the aspiration of HAL of no increase of vehicular traffic.
What percentage of traffic would have to be on public transport for there not to be an increase in road vehicles?
We think that at the moment, just as a comment, it's 39% by public transport. The MPS is 50 to 55 going up. We think you're probably talking about 65 to 70%, probably 69% we're assuming would have to cover our public transport to meet that threshold of no extra vehicle trips on the road network. So it's
I think the lack of clarity around surface access funding and how much it's going to cost adds further question marks to the viability and feasibility of the scheme.
I think the complete failure to attend properly to the reality of the surface access needs of an expanded Heathrow lie at the heart of the problems, not just of that we see coming in traffic congestion and public transport congestion and displacement of existing passengers, so we should be concerned about passengers from Surrey as well as the rest of London, but absolutely underlines the issues that we see coming on air quality.
How can the case for the North West runway be adequately assessed when the department hasn't yet addressed how passengers will actually get to the airport and how much that new infrastructure will cost?